Pack 5 here, doing a Napoleon Total War
commentary battle. So yeah, I see that it's lagging a lot right now, but I can't do anything about it. But this is actually gonna be in the Lodi map, who is I think a town in the river Po in Italy. So this is a France versus Austria battle, and I command the French. And take a look at my army. First I got 1 unit of Napoleon Bonaparte, or 1 Napoleon unit. Here I got a old guard. Here I got a young guard, 18th regiment, the infantry, the line, the brave, as they called. Then a ton of fusiliers of the line. Then I have a lot of chasseurs, and also 1 unit of 6th regiment infantry leger. I got 1 unit of Dutch guard lancers in this flank, and 1 unit of Polish guard lancers there. I got in this flank 1 unit of artillery pied, and here I got a unit of 6-inch howitzer. So I'm gonna try to defend these 2 checkpoints from the Austrians. I'll do my best to defend them. And the Austrians have 1 general's bodyguard. We got some Hungarian grenadiers, German fusiliers. They got a lot of them. These nice guys. And they got 1 unit of 47th Czech regiment, 1 6-pounder foot artillery, 1 unit of cuirassier. They got 1 unit of do they? Sure they do. I don't know where it is. Might be hidden. They got one regiment of Emperor's Own. They do have that. So now I'm like trying to put like my old guard and stuff, trying to put them in here, and it's pretty messy because of the lag. Like it was even more laggier than for 5 frames per second. Or it felt more laggy. So I'm gonna try to like march and defend the checkpoints as fast as I can. I know the whole battle you will have this piece of artillery to give hell to my men during the whole freaking battle. So they're still moving that artillery piece, who will kill loads of my men. Although might not kill so much of my men, because there's not so much an artillery map. It will kill some of my men. Yeah, really. Hammering in my Dutch guard lancers. And now I decide to put my men right here and then move them up in different directions. So I move my howitzer to put defense in there, because I really don't know where the enemy's gonna strike. Surely in the both positions. And also move my old guard and my skirmishers to hold up this position. If you put the old guard to hold up a position, then you will be hard to beat. And the thing that I don't do, but you can do it, is if you're outnumbered 2 to 1 and you have an old guard and you don't have fusilier or musketeers or something like that, you will lose the battle. But if you do this, you give the enemy the bayonet by charging them at melee, then you'll have a larger chance of winning the battle. Because the old guard, like the shooting capabilities are the same damage and all that stuff, but they have better accuracy and better reload. But the same firepower is the same, really. But when the enemy fires at you, they will have double the damage. That's the thing, and you'll have half the damage as them. So that's not gonna really work out. You will break down the morale of like one and destroy the other most, but then your guard is 2 dead right now then. So I'm fast forwarding this because we are trying to like raise the whole every kind of point on the AI. And this artillery pieces has unlimbered. I don't know where it's aiming right now. Weird position. The crew is here running here. It was pretty hard for me to micro in the units here. I'm running my men, or trying to run. Yeah, they will be running right now. If it wasn't for the lag of online. Or like the LAN multiplayer settings. On a huge scale setting. So the Austrians are getting much closer to the bridge than I am, or kinda much closer. Yeah, these guys are very close, but they go to another direction. So it's a pretty troll time right now that they're having against me, who I don't really like. My Polish God Lancers are staying right here. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They look like Polish carry, really. Awesome launchers. Yeah, the God Lancers are not to be underestimated. They can crash the unit of carabiner. I might do a kind of like video about that. That the God Lancers can crash a carabiner. Well, that was an artillery strike from that annoying artillery, who is right up here. Yeah, they got like 4 of my guys right there, but they recovered. They easily recover. How many did they get? 3 are laying there, but were the 3 who died? No, there were 9 who died. Freaking hilarious! Even wait, oh yeah, now I see. Those are the corpses who are dead. So now the enemy is running for it. Now the enemy is pretty much running for it right now. So now they're shooting at the building, who is a waste of fire. The town hall. Not so good. But I'm attacking, so that's pretty good. So now I'm firing right now. But you can't hear it because it's too much lag. But I'm firing at them right now. So I'm shooting at, and the Austrian men are running up here. They're trying to run up. So it's pretty annoying happening. I'm trying to run up the my men and so forth. Here are the chasseurs, followed by the elite super soldiers, followed by the chasseurs. There's some cavalry right there. And I'm trying to hold every kind of position. Here comes my young guard here. My elite soldiers. Look at these men, instantly hit. That wasn't the young guard at least. And he wasn't even dead, or was he? No, he isn't even dead. Now my shots, now my 6th Regiment, the Infantry Leger, are now beginning to fire. Here I'm trying to put the chasseurs in this place. Now it's being pretty messy right now, really. And here comes the Emperor's Own that I want to show you. Yeah, they're like superior line infantry, as you can call them, from Empire. Well, I hated Empire, but like there are lots of guys who like Empire, but I hate Empire. Total War. So here's the old guard, the super soul. Well, really not, but they are very good fighting men. Good this game. I think they're one of the best infantry in the game, and they got easily broken by the British. Here's my infantry Leger. Yeah, lots of mayhem going on here. Here I'm firing with... Did they even fire? No, they are being shot at. I'm running up, well, I'm unlimbering my howitzers right here to fire at the enemy. And my artillery don't get so lucky and devastating. Like they kill like 66 men at least. Yeah, something like that. And, well, I think that was much more devastating than the enemy's artillery. Because, yeah, the enemy's hill camping his artillery. It's pretty rude. So now we're going to fire the Emperor's Own at the first volleys. But I don't think they're much. Right now they're pretty demoralized. Well, not now. They got the first volleys. Yeah, but my men will prepare to fire even more volleys. And their volleys, I think, go to the old guard. But they will go. So I will slowly march for the elite guard. My chasseurs are firing right here. Hope you like the music. I kinda like it. That's the same music as Empire, I think. So the Emperor's own is right now not doing anything. Here are the grenadiers, who are supposed to throw grenades. Wow, that was a bad joke. Yeah, but they can't throw grenades. The town hall is on fire right now. Let's see the fire in real time. Laggy. Well, yeah, it's huge scale on this. On multiplayer. I think it was a big mistake of making like that. But right now I'm shooting down these fusiliers. When I make the, yeah, sooner or later I make this tricksy plan of running my Dutch guard lancers all up here and come back. And they do the finishing kills. Yeah. Here run my artillery up here and they don't get any kills. Well, look at that howitzer shell. That was devastating. Yeah, loads of devastation. If people are playing this with fraps on recording, that will be very demanding. Yes, I think that's not so good to use fraps with Napoleon or Empire. Yeah, but you know what's happening, you don't need the audio really. Well, it's kind of good, but you kind of know what's going on right now. So they stand me for going on it. There's a lot of mayhem here. Now I run my cavalry, my elite cavalry here. I'm running them. Lots of firing going on here. My old guard is firing. My old guard has lost a lot of men. Like, sooner or later it will be like, they have lost like 60 totally, like 80, 90 totally of the battalions. Yeah, my old guard has a lot of casualties, but they kill a lot of men too. Oh, kind of a lot. Yeah, like, I don't know if they're killing super much enemies, but at least they're frightening the enemies because they're the old guard. They're scaring the enemy. I think they are. They are like, they frighten their foes. Yeah, they're elite soldiers. Everybody fears the old guard, really. Here my infantry leger got hang up here, and they fire like at these units. That's pretty weird, really.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
My artillery is firing, but they don't hit. Of course they don't. There's the enemy general running here. There's a lot of mayhem, and look at this. I try to move my chasseurs shoot at these guys, but instead they just run in them. Run right at them. Who is so weird. So now I just go in and begin to fight in melee. That's pretty weird, really. I might turn off this music. Yeah, maybe the music will help. Well, really not. But they got a little better still. Or not. Yeah, like that. Not better. So it's the bell and I'm losing, and then the general is charging in. And I see this as an opportunity to show my cavalry face, my elite cavalry, so I move them in to charge. And this bell, the enemy is getting the whole destroyed. My man is firing right here, and I'm gonna speed it up. And my flanking cavalry have come up here. So I think in tactical maneuvers and so forth it's much epicer, but like in the all it was so epic and it was hard to control it. Another battle. Yeah, these chasseurs are killing a lot of men, I think. And I've just lost one man. And that was another howitzer shell hitting there. Devastating. Yeah, it's pretty realistic that when a howitzer hits, when artillery hits, you can like see that it shakes the camera. It is awesome graphics like that.
Our men are running, sir!
So there my men run, begin to rout there. And now I'm charging my Polish God Lancers. But that was kind of like too late because now the enemy is running away. They're moving away. And now here comes the Czech regiment here. So I'm picking like these or these guys because I really don't know. But I charge for the Czech regiment, really. I charge them at last because I feel like, yeah, that's much better to charge them. Because they're like much better and worse killing. Because the Czech regiment is pretty good, the infantry. So I charged it. So at first, so now I can return, and that's awesome, that horse who runs away. So that's no cavalryman. And look at that, boom. Cannon shell. So I'm sure that wasn't that so good like commentary, but I will be today also with some Empire because this is actually the shooter games time. I would say that it's like my Monday is like a random game. Yeah, random Total War game, as to say, or maybe Mountain Blade. If I get Minecraft working, I do Minecraft. Tuesdays is Medieval 2. Wednesdays right now is Emperor and Napoleon. And Emperor is gonna be the American Civil War mod, not the vanilla, American Civil War mod Union campaign, who'll come up this day too. So here I'm running through my guard lines because I know I will lose the melee. So I'm running through to do even more devastation. I have to check infantry. I run them through to charge downwards and do more devastation to the lower class infantry, like the German grenadiers or Hungarian grenadiers, who are like not well suited in numbers to fight me. So I charge them in. They fire the last volleys, but they are completely destroyed. My cavalry is running here. So yeah, I like cavalry in Napoleon. Like in Empire they were like useless. In Napoleon lancers can change the tide of a whole battle. And why was cavalry useless in Empire? Yeah, because the bayonets. Bayonets were like too strong for cavalry, and the square will like mop cavalry up very quickly. So the grenadiers are running away, and now the enemy general charges me, and he's gonna take the leading in the battle because he has of the shots and it is a sword general. Yeah, so this is my infantry déjà firing at this huge bunch of infantry who are like staying right there. Yeah, like having a huge compact formation is not so good. Really not. What the? I don't know what these guys are doing there, but I don't think these Fusiliers have done anything. No, they're not even hurt. Let's see the weapon. Let's look at it again. Musket! Flintlock musket, yeah. So that's also like the smoke detail that, like the smoke flies in the way the wind is too. So the Czech regiment is totally devastated of they shot like 40 of their men died. So he run away from that from the cavalry shot from the general, and I think that it's pretty good to charge the cuirassier, but now they're running the river who I don't want to charge them in. So then I decided to use my Polish God Lancer to take a revenge against enemy general. So it comes. Boom! huge cavalry charge, and that's gonna go in the way of my cavalry this time, because I get this awesome lancer charge, like knight charge almost. So we'll see this duel.
We have killed their general,
So yeah, we
sir.
killed the enemy
Now
general
they
in the
must
battle.
break.
So the enemy general died, and that's not so much of a morale thing. If it was Joseph Alvinci or Arduk Charles, that would be a whole catastrophe to the Austrian army, but I didn't choose him. My general was Napoleon, by the way, and I was zigzagging him around. Right now I have him right here. I'm gonna show the Emperor. Yeah, I think I saw this in the beginning, but not his face. There's his face. Yeah. Face camming him. Yeah, but this melee is not going so good for me. Right now my infantry is fighting it out, my leger. And there's a 6th Regiment, the infantry leger. It's actually a most superior light infantry, but I think the Prussian Fusilier are better. Yeah, they are coming from an elite pack, so you know that. Here are my guard lancers, not doing anything. Yeah, I think they have done their work for today. And of course, we need to know our other cavalry. Yeah, they're running in here. And we're gonna see their glorious ending of the battle, how they will finish off this battle. So I hope you liked. Well, it's not over, but I hope you did like it. Yeah, sorry for the lag. I'm not gonna try to put it on multiplayer next time, but at least lower the graphics. Or maybe the unit skill. Ooh, church. Awesome. Yeah, but look at this. The great lost desperate charge. Well, not desperate. I'm not desperate to win because I've already won. So pretty much. But I will charge these units for their lives. The rest I don't charge because they rout after all. It says that both are losing. Yeah, weird. So here comes my cavalry. Right there. Here they come. Here comes the awesome cavalry charge that all of you have been waiting for. The finishing move. Here comes the other side of my cavalry. And there's actually... So, and my enemy in a desperate move does get off the last shots at the last second. But it's not enough. Even if they shoot, they even kill their own man, it seems like. So here my lancers come. Look at that one who died in the beginning. Boom. So that's a huge cavalry charge. And they can't survive that charge. That was too much for them. Yeah. And these guys are now beginning to waver, I think. Yeah, they're shaking and everything. Because now my elite cavalry, my super cavalry, pretty elite cavalry, charging and break, kind of like similar units that they are. So that's pretty much the finishing of the battle. But it's not over yet. I am still here to mop up these artillery pieces. Yeah, you remember them. In the beginning, well, I was pretty annoyed by them. Well, now the annoyance is over. These bronze cannons will taste the power of a full charge of an armored knight. Well, really not. Not like a knight, but like a lancer charge. One of the best lancers will charge at them. So I'm gonna let my Dutch lancers finish the job. And here I'm pursuing the enemies who are routing. Brave, but foolish of my enemy to do this. So yeah, the enemy has defended to the last man. Well, not the last man, but they fought well. The AI fought well. Well, you can't say good game to the AI, but yeah, they defended this town pretty good. This Austrian town in Italy, this Italian town from being conquered. So we're gonna this time see the perspective of the cannons. So they're trying to fire, I think, now, but I think they are not happy to see my lancers come in here. So here's the last devastating charge as the French lancers charge in, and that's one of the last shells to kill some of my lancers. That was pretty weird, but here they are. destroying and even avenging themselves. So they can, well, not themselves, but avenging all their deaths of their comrades, the friends, the French soldiers from these cannons, and now these Dutch cavalrymen, elite lancers, are here to defeat them. Now these cannons, even if these cannons are now useless, I think. You know, run away by horses, and the crew is never gonna return to this battlefield. None of these Austrian soldiers, they will come home and be blamed by the general. None of them shall come back to the city, to the river Po, never in their lives more. So yeah, that's as you can see here. I'm gonna show the statistics. So yeah, they got a ton of kills. My Dutch, well, that was my chasseurs. Honestly, the old guard yet. Yeah, they got a lot of kills too. My Polish lost like 66.